padlock knows that they are in a channel that not everybody necessarily has got access to. Now, one of the things about today really is looking at permissions, because using Teams correctly and setting up your channels correctly really does mean that you make permissions easy. If you go straight to SharePoint and start, setting up all your permissions there, you have to really think about who's got access. This is just a quick and easy way of setting up things that only certain people can get into really, really easily. Let's go back to looking at the 3 dots and looking at managing the team. So anybody who is part of that team can access all the channels without a padlock. Anybody needing to access those with a padlock needs to have specific permissions. We can look at all the members and we can look at all the guests and we can look at the owners of a team. I would always suggest by default that you have 2 owners, because if somebody leaves, then there are always 2 owners and somebody's on holiday. However, don't worry, because in the background, the IT team, with their access to the team's administration, would be able to set somebody else up as an owner where necessary. But you can set people up as owners, and I can promote somebody from a member to an owner, which means they can add people, essentially. There's lots of settings in here, and with Teams, we can make each one of these have a picture icon if we need to, and it enables us to state what we would like our guests to do. So you can have guest policies, but you can also manage it at the Teams level as well. And when you're working heavily in a team, there's also, as an owner, analytics that you can look at, that you can see how well the team is being utilized, how many people are going into it, how are they interacting. And what we are going to be looking at is the apps that we associate with our team. So that's the overall team settings. And we also get settings for each of the channels. So we can have a look and make a channel a favorite, which means it will go up at the top. So when you work with Teams a lot and you have lots of channels, you might make 5 or 6 of them your favorites. They're the ones that you look at all the time, and they will just sit in this favorite section up at the top here. We can manage our individual channel. So you can set up some channels so that only owners can post messages. So you might have a communications channel, for example, that is used just to post notices and have it like a notice board. Or you can have everybody being able to post messages. We can also have a link to the channel that we can post internally for people. But also look at this. A channel can have an email address. And that email address means that I can copy in, if I was sending an external Outlook email and I wanted a copy of it into my channel, I can copy in the channel's email address. So I could just take that and copy it in, and it's that part of it that I need. So that really can make things quite efficient.